Hello everybody. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing amazing. I have a bit of a disappointment for you guys, but you will probably already know that just based off of the title of this video. But I didn't do anything this week because my classes got canceled due to like CFA strikes. I assume California Faculty Association. I could be wrong. I don't know what CFA is. I'm making guesses here, but the CFA strike affected like all of the Cal State schools across all of California, and as a result of that, a lot of my professors had canceled class for the week so that they can participate in the strike, and so that led to me doing absolutely nothing for an entire week. I mean, I could say I did nothing. I did a lot of like writing and reading and preparing to do my book review on Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I definitely said I was going to keep that a secret. I actually have nothing. I have a bunch of clips of me and Monica going out to eat and doing absolutely nothing else outside of that. I went to the gym and I ate and played video games, and that's about all I got for last week. So I can't even do like a highlight video of that because that's all I did. I don't have anything else to show you guys. So I decided that we're gonna do a little something, different. Okay, just for like times where I don't have anything else to do or like talk about, we're probably just going to do a whole like talking segment. Like, let's talk about something, as in like listen to something I want to talk about, because obviously you guys can't participate in a conversation if I've already recorded the video. And before we get into whatever it is that I want to talk about, I wanted to show you guys all of the clips that I got because I recorded some and I don't want them to go to waste. So enjoy this little montage of the uneventful week that I had, and we will be back. Guys, I am currently on my way to the gym. As you guys can see, there's like all these water droplets on my face. Yeah, it was raining yesterday. It's been raining for days, so it's wet outside and whatnot. I am currently on my way to the gym, and I figured that I would say good morning. It is week 2 of my weekly vlogs in college, and there will actually be a lot more stuff for me to record. Didn't even record anything relatively close to being at the gym. That's the gym, and I just left. And now you can see it's super foggy. Like I said, I most likely wouldn't be ever doing a workout video because I don't know what I'm doing. Like recording in the gym. I feel like I look like I was crying, but I was watching Dr. House and I was crying. Of my car, and as you can see, my hair is wet. I do not care though. I have all day, to be honest. I'm here and we do not have class. This parking lot is empty as heck. I'm gonna catch you guys later. This is just me rambling about a whole bunch of nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm actually editing this video as I record this. It's right here. Honest, I have absolutely no idea what I want to talk about. I did have this idea that since I am recording a like week in my life, like college related vlog, that I would just continue the conversation as college related. What I wanted to say is probably advice related, only because my family keeps asking me to give my sister advice because she graduates, I believe, next year, and she doesn't know what she wants to do in college and where to go and all of this other stuff. So I figured that I would just talk about how I decided where I was going to go, though it's probably not the most I wouldn't advise it, but I would just let you guys know like what I decided to do whenever I was going to college, how I decided what I wanted, what I did to decide what I wanted. And if you guys have been following my channel, even though it's been extremely inactive, and spotty over the last years that I've had it, you'd probably know that I did not start off as an English major. Whenever I first came to college, I actually signed up at this specific school for the video game design program, because whenever I applied to all of my colleges, this school was the only one that had video game design. For me, I have been a gamer since I could hold a controller. I'm not going to say since I could read, because you don't really need to read to play video games, especially whenever you're a kid, and the video games that you play as a kid are kind of just like, look at the pictures and do what they did in the pictures, babe. There's not a lot of thinking to it. Whenever it came to me choosing my school, I just did English, I think, and theater for like a mix of all of my applications. But this specific school that I am at now, I chose video game design because I love video games, right? And I was like, well, I taught myself how to code in high school, but like freshman year of high school. So I was like, you know, this is probably not going to be that bad. And I was watching these Chinese dramas, which is insane. I can't even remember what the show was called, but I was watching these Chinese dramas of like part-time college students who were interning at video game companies, and it was like, oh, you know what, that would be kind of cool. Imagine if I could make video games. And then I found out that it was an art degree, and I changed my major almost immediately. Though it is safe to say that whenever you are applying to schools in the United States, at least, I know that this isn't true everywhere, but in the United States, you can apply to be undeclared, which means that you can get all of your lower division stuff out of the way, pick a major, and then do all of your major classes for your last 2 years. In my experience, the whole waiting until your third, fourth year to take your major classes is kind of like, you know, like, it's good for people that don't know what they're doing, and it's good for people that are like, I'm not sure if this is what I want to do forever, until they're on the fence and they can't decide like, oh, I want to continue studying this, or I want to choose something else, because it gives you a chance to have all of your other classes and like get into other things. Like, I have had so many instances where I was like, maybe I don't want to be an English major, or maybe I do want to be an English major but then minor in something else, and that something else was either philosophy or psychology. And I think those are the only two that I've ever considered. Absolutely hate math, and I just can't do it. I am not like the best at science, because I feel like that involves a lot of memory, and even though my memory is amazing, I don't care enough about science to remember. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like not a science person. History was like, you know, it's history. I mean, I took a Chinese history class, which has to probably be my favorite class ever. I took a Spanish class, a Chinese class, just like a bunch of other classes, and of all of those classes, psychology and philosophy are the only two that have ever made me think, do I want to change my major? Do I want to add a minor? Do I want a double major? It's like actually insane, but I understand why, like, the importance of, you know, the whole like GA and first year of college thing, because, you know, you get to experiment, you get to like experience things and, you know, do things. And yeah, so all I have to say for that is, like, advice wise, don't feel pressured to know what you're going to do whenever you get into college, because a lot of the time, one, people don't know what they're going to do when they get in college. Two, people who think they know what they're going to do in college probably change their mind. And three, you're not going to know what you want to do after you get out of college. Since I'm graduating, I have this senior seminar that I have to take, and we've been talking a lot about like careers that we could have outside of school with our degree, especially because I'm an English major, and you're not really pushed in school to study English or to think of like an English related career that has anything to do with like typing and writing. Those are just like skills, right? That everybody's like, yeah, you know, you should learn how to type really fast, or just at least be able to type an essay or write something. But they never tell you that like English degrees, whether it's a minor or a major, could help you in those like aspects at all whatsoever. They kind of just, you know, they're kind of just like, it would be nice if you could spell, probably just the extent of that. And yeah, so everything English related, everybody just thinks is like a skill. And so when it came to me choosing my major, everyone's like, oh, so you just want to be a teacher? And I'm like, why is teaching the only thing that comes up to people's minds? because not everyone that studies English wants to be an English teacher. And believe it or not, a lot of your English teachers probably didn't want to be English teachers, and that's just what they either settled on or what they're doing for the time being. I don't know, maybe this is me because of the fact that I don't want to be a teacher, but I can't imagine wanting to be like, my dream job is to teach people. I've been told that I could be an amazing teacher, but sorry, everybody's just going to have to miss out on my lessons because I don't want to. If you guys watched my Future in Korea video, you probably know what I wanted to do as a job is write TV shows, specifically because I have this whole thing in my head about movies. I don't think I would like writing movies, though I feel like things could change. I used to hate poetry and now I like poetry, so that's like a whole thing. There's a lot of things, surprisingly, that you can get out of certain degrees. You just have to, one, either look for them, or two, try. Because a lot of people tell me, you're not going to make a lot of money by wanting to be a writer. But it's like, have you guys seen how many books get published a year? Have you seen how many authors exist? There's like indie writers and writers with like really big publishing companies and writers who, just write online. Like, you do not have to make a ton of money to be a writer, though my goal, at least, is to make a ton of money. I mean, I'm saying I would like to make a ton of money. I'm not saying that I'm only writing to make a ton of money, because I just have stories that I come up with in my head. And sometimes I think I'm a genius, but I feel like I'm a really good writer, at least a great storyteller, an amazing author, probably. I've been told that my writing methods are cool and probably worth teaching to other people. But like I said, I don't know, I'm not a teacher. Like, I don't even think that the things that I want to do or say are that great or important. And so I kind of just don't share them. But I mean, I totally could. Obviously, you guys know that I have my reading my old Wattpad drafts segment, and I haven't done that in a while, only because of the fact that I didn't have my microphone for my computer, and so I couldn't like record the video the way that I wanted. Not for my computer, for my camera. So I couldn't record the video the way that I wanted to record my video. Haven't done one of those, but I will definitely do one of those in the next couple of months, probably closer to my birthday. And it's probably going to be on the story that I was like revamping. I've just been posting a lot I'm posting a lot. I have been writing a lot, but not posting as much on Wattpad because I don't really use Wattpad anymore. And just because I don't use it, I don't really like, I'm like, whatever, I'm posting on there. But I did post like update, it gets better recently. I do still write that, by the way. That is the one thing that, like, before I die, or at least if I have to choose any other career in my life, like whatever, it would be after I choose to publish It Gets Better, either as a novel or get it developed into a TV show, like series. And that is really ambitious, I know, but that's like my life dream. I've been writing that story for a really long time.